welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 357 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. It almost feels too light to be podcasting at the moment, but that is, I mean, it's not because we're doing it earlier, it's because summer is happening. So,
it'll feel this way for 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's not particularly warm, it's just bright. Like, it's now bright and cold rather than dark and cold and wet. No, there's still been a lot of wet.
Yeah.
But that's Britain and Britain's wonderful 4 seasons in one day weather. Just shit, man.
Well, we've not really got to summer yet, have we? Despite the fact that it's fucking mid-June.
Yeah, someone needs to remind the months that these are the summer ones. Like, we need some sunshine. We had about 3 days, and then I think that might have classed as the British summer.
Oh, God.
I know.
I hope not.
But I think I need to officially welcome you onto the podcast, Matt, because I've not done that yet. So you are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You are also here joined by Mr. Matt Quine. So hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah.
Whee.
Noticing you've got a Thin Lizzy t-shirt on today. That is
I have.
Absolutely bitching. Like, I love the fact that I bought one of the first gig merch t-shirts I bought was a Thin Lizzy one, and as was the style back then, I bought it in XL because everyone was wearing baggy clothes, and it absolutely drowned me. And now it fits fine.
Yeah, I've gone the other way. Like, I was buying t-shirts and they all fitted for like 3 or 4 years, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, they don't fit anymore. And then you end up going up 2 sizes.
Yeah, I've done that as well. Because after the whole like baggy clothes thing of the 2000s, I started buying clothes that fit. And it was like, yeah, these look good. And I was in like small t-shirts, and then the smalls went to medium. I was like, I should probably be in a medium. Like, medium seems like it's a nice kind of middle ground. And then they're now at the large, and I'm like, shit, these are starting to get a little bit snug. So,
yeah,
we is where we is. I could do the whole diet thing, and like, maybe if I worked really fucking hard, get back down to the medium. Those smalls are dead to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not getting there again. It's yeah. But I don't think I need to. I think I'm in the season of my life where wintering well is a look.
Well, I mean, if this year has taught us anything, it's that you need that extra layer to keep warm even in the fucking summer.
yeah. The summertime is telling me, nah, have another slice of cake. Just like you're good, man. You're good. Oh dear. So this is episode number 357 of the Fret Talk podcast. We are your hosts for this week, and we do start off with a bit of shit news. But before we start that, we throw out a little mention to our sponsor, affordable.co.uk. Affordable.co.uk brings you pedals from DemonFX, JSA Effects, Mosky, Joyo, 4D, Caline, Nux, Moval, and Cord at amazing prices. They are a UK company with their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. You need to check them out. You just need to check them out. Affordable.co.uk. We are edging ever so close to the release date of the Nux 63 something.
Yeah.
And then in our
Drive.
The Diamond 63.
That was it.
In the podcast group this week, Nux UK happened to share a photo of some pedals, and then Mr. Affordable was like, hang on, I've not got them. Like, when can I pre-order them? What's going on? So it looks like there may be some new chords coming in as well. So
okay,
yeah, check them out. I've not checked out any of the chord pedals yet, but they've got something to do with Nux, so they're probably going to be all right. Like, Nux know how to do a thing about a thing, so they are very quickly becoming one of my favourite budget brands.
I mean, that's high praise in and of itself, with yourself being the budget pedal chap.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've got, was it 4 years worth of No Talk All Tones, something like that, of doing new pedals every week. So you've played a fucking lot of them at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, when it comes to guitar pedals that are under £100, I am the town bicycle. I've had them all twice over. But hey, like, you've got to do these things, haven't you? Like, I am working as a one-man encyclopedia for all of the budget pedals, essentially. Yeah. Some of the guys out there on the internet who are doing a similar thing, and occasionally I'll notice that Mike Herman's of he used to be the demo guy for Primax, which were an online shop, I think, but now he runs his own channel, just Mike Herman's, and he's a beast. He's an absolute fucking beast. So, like, he does like the boutique stuff, but then like every so often he'll have like a Moore pedal on there or like a Nux pedal, and he does these playthroughs where he'll play like a tune, like some band's tune, and he'll do like 3 or 4 of the guitar parts, and it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like, top quality work. But I have no problem with saying he's just a better musician than I am. Just, it would take me weeks to put together the videos that he puts through, and he's just like knocking them out consistently. So, you know, but
he probably doesn't have the day job that you have, though.
Probably not. No,
he probably is able to focus a significant portion of time a day to either editing or recording or
both. Yeah.
Like, the YouTube-y stuff.
Yeah, but because of that time that he's sunk into it, he's very good. But yeah, I'm not gonna big up his channel. Go check mine out. Don't check that guy. Like, Mike Herman's. Don't check that guy. Go BudgetPedalChap. Right. Now we've got that out of the way. I am begrudgingly bringing this as shit news this week. I tied with the idea of like switching 1 or 2 of the other news bits in, but I've got to do it this way. And it's not for the reason that you would think. Clickbait title. That's exactly as it would be as a YouTube title, isn't it? So this is not a shit guitar. This, in fact, I really like these guitars. But for about the 3rd or 4th week, this month, perhaps last 2 months, there has been a Fender Japan exclusive, which we won't be able to get our hands on. And I'm drawing a line here, and I'm saying no more. So the Fender Hokusai, yeah, that's how you pronounce that. Hokusai Esquires. So Fender Japan have recently had an anniversary of their flagship store. I think it's their first anniversary. It does say in this article here, celebrating its first anniversary. So my deductive powers tell me that they've had 1 year of business. They are like, as a tribute to that, they're releasing 3 kind of artwork Esquires. Having them as Esquires is a really good choice because they've got no pick guards on them, and the controls on an Esquire are so minimal that you get like big full art pictures. And these Hokusai Esquires has got basically like traditional looking Japanese artwork on them, and they look phenomenal.
Well, I assume Hasukai is the artist, because these are like famous pieces of artwork that have just been printed onto guitars. Because the one on the left is the Great Wave.
Yes. So this says it is Katsushika Hasukai, a world-renowned ukiyo-e artist. Of course.
Yep.
They include the Great Wave Off of Kanagawa and Hakusai's Thunderstorm Beneath the Summit and Tama River in Musashi Province.
Okay.
I did not butcher any of those.
Well, the only one I know is the Great Wave. It's a really famous painting, and Lego do an artwork Lego version.
They do indeed. And there's a really cool, so there's like a pastiche that's got basically Pokemon version of it, where it's got Lugia like kind of causing the Great Wave, and it looks amazing. I'm just pulling up my phone because I posted this as my my news of the day, and I got a really interesting question on this one, and I want to credit it to the person who asked me. It's not on Instagram though; it's on Facebook. So you're gonna just give me just a little. That's it. Do 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 do. Here we go. So Philip Perriera. Philip Perriera, I'm going with. He asked. So look, he was saying like the third one on the right, he loved like the Snowscape Mountain. Was talking about it as like an art piece for your wall, and I was like, yeah, I can definitely see that. They very much they would hang well. And then he said, like, he went on to say, would you be happy to play one, or would you be worried to damage the artwork? Like, you know what? That's a really, really interesting question. Like, for me, I would probably still play it because I like playing guitars. But I can see the I can see the argument against as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I assume the argument is you could probably buy a Telecaster with the same, an Esquire with the same pickup for less.
Yeah.
And play that. And these are more of an art piece than a thing. And also, if you're playing them, the painting is on the side. So they look slightly less cool.
Yeah, yeah. But
at the same time. But at the same time, it's also...
Upwards, don't they?
Yeah. It's also incredibly cool to be playing a piece of artwork.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And for me, I think it's that. I think I would be more interested in like showing it off as an art piece while playing it. But I imagine because these are like traditional Japanese artworks and they're going to be a limited run, that these will end up being quite collectible, especially in the Japanese market in like 20 years' time. So you could just buy a cheaper Esquire and play that, and then buy one of these and keep this one hung up as like an investment and an art piece as well. Because I've seen people hang up much worse in their houses and call it art. So
yeah,
I'd be happy to hang one of these up. But the reason that I wanted to say that these were shit news is because I can't get one. Like, it's another Fender Japan exclusive that I can't get. They are 198,000 yen, which to the layman is around £980, which for a like limited run kind of collector's piece seems very, very reasonable.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
They're also doing a special edition Stratocaster as well. This one I didn't want to mention as the shit news because it's not quite as interesting, but it's an Urushi Stratocaster, which features a Japanese lacquer technique on it. So it's like a traditional Japanese lacquer technique that creates like a deep jet black finish with mottled matte character. So I imagine it's the kind of stuff that they would have used on like sword handles and shit. So that it's like a traditional traditional lacquering technique. To look at it, it looks similar to the Aerodyne Strats that they did back in the day.
Okay.
So it's like jet black with black pickups, black pick guard, and it's got gold appointments. So it looks kind of cool. Is that? In fact, it actually might be. I don't know. I've not zoomed it. It is a black. It could easily have been a dark tortoise shell. But yeah, these ones are a little bit more. So these ones are 495,000 yen. So if we extrapolate there, we're talking probably about £1,800.
Yeah.
Unless that's not how Japanese currency works and it's exponential.
It'd be more than that. If the other ones were 198,000 yen, this is more than double that. So more than double 980 is going to be more than $2,000. Yeah,
I suppose, yeah. But I don't know if Japanese currency is exponential. So the more you go up, the doubles and triples and quadruples.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so, but can't say for certain.
They are a race of people who are just generally smarter than your average. So if their currency worked like that, I would not be surprised.
Oh dear.
Yes. So Fender Japan, in the kindest and most humble possible way, fuck you, because you're not doing us right here. Just bring them over to the UK. Just let us have a pop at these, because we'll buy up all of your stuff. Even if you slap 200 quid on for importing, it's still got to be better than what we're offered at the moment.
Yeah, give it to me. Just allow me to buy the Japanese exclusive stuff and make it not exclusive.
Yeah, there might be a business there.
Please.
Yeah. Pretty please. Right, so I reckon we're going to talk about viewers' comments now, because much like last week, I really enjoyed it last week. So where I recorded a reel and it took me about 30 goes to do it. You will be happy to know that this week it only took me about 18, so we're getting better. But I put up a reel today basically saying, ever since the release of the Tone X1, I have been playing that. Like anyone who listens to this podcast knows exactly that, and probably shut the fuck up about it now. But you will know that since release, I have been absolutely bowled over by the Tone X1, and just it's really good. So I asked people what they've been playing and what's really found a space in their hearts. And we've got a few responses. Hello, Sailor Joe, again coming in hot, 2 weeks on the trot, just absolutely bossing it. He was saying how he's been trying a few amplifiers, he's been buying up amplifiers, but he always comes back to his DP40 by Victory, which is the Danish Pete one.
Okay.
Now, at the Birmingham Guitar Show, he had that exact amp going on, and I can attest personally that DP40 sounds fucking good.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I don't think I've heard one. I don't even think I've heard a demo of one.
Yeah. So the way that Joe had it set up was pretty much kind of clean and flat, and so the character of his pedals could kind of do the talking. But it was a decent, very decent bass for it. But then again, I was also playing Joe's 50s replica Les Paul as well. So, I mean, there were other ingredients going on here.
Yeah. It wasn't a basic setup.
No, it wasn't. It was very much.
It wasn't a Squire Affinity Strat
No,
or an Encore from the 80s.
It felt like reclining into a big leather armchair in my smoking jacket with a handful of whiskey. It felt like it felt very high society. Look, as high society as making noise out of guitars can be. But the Danish Pete amp held its own within that kind of context. It wasn't a case of like once you switched the pedals off, you were like, oh, that tone.
Yeah.
So very good.
It's good to know.
Yeah. And then the Tone Island came in and backed him up and agreed with Joe and said he absolutely loves his Victory V40. So lots of love for Victory amps this week. I mean, they're expensive, but they do a good thing. They really do a good thing. I know you're not the biggest fan with the old lunchbox.
I just like, if you're gonna spend money on something, I want it to be robust enough that if I lent on it, it wouldn't dent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to think, oh no, I better not put that amp there because if I accidentally kick it with my toe, I'm going to irreparably make it look like it is damaged for the rest of time. Whereas if I kick a wooden boxed head with my toe, I'm going to break my toe, not my lunchbox head. Like, just put it in a wooden box and don't charge me 300 quid for a wooden box that costs less for you to make than the fucking holy piece of tin in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, but they have listened to you. They have started putting some of them in wooden boxes. So, I mean, like, can we moan that much? Yeah, we can, because it's an extra 300 quid. It's
like it's 300 quid for what? It's only 5 pieces of wood because the front panel's fucking the same metal panel anyway.
Yeah.
So 5 pieces of wood don't cost 200 quid, and you have the less expense of not having to pour your mold your tin.
I'm not sure that's how it works, I'll be honest, but maybe if we moan enough, Victory will give us some tickets to their factory tour, and we can find out how they're made. If you are listening, Victory, I'd happily do that. Just give us some dates, and I'll let you know when I'm free.
Can you live stream it in the group chat so I can see how they're made?
Yeah, I'll do it via
do it on a Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, yeah. So Jamie R77, dude who's got a incredible pedal collection. He buys up a bunch of JSA pedals, so I get to hear how a lot of Simon's weird experiments end up turning out. Because he just again, kind of faceless, just all playing kind of demos. He's recently bought a guitar by Ancoats Guitars, which were a company that I weren't particularly aware of. But the last couple of videos, I've been noticing that he's got this really cool looking. It's something a bit different, and it's like a strange offset thing. Like, that's my Ancoats. So it's an NQ model that he has. He's bought up. He says it sounds and plays like a dream. I can't say how it plays, but I can tell you that the sounds that he's getting out of it ain't no slouch. So it definitely sounds good. He says he later went on to qualify that the pickups are by a company called Green Pickups. The body's ash, and it blows away any of the guitars with those famous names on the headstock. So, yeah, thought it might be a nice little segue to have a look at Ancoats guitars. So we're gonna have a little goosey gander. I'm gonna start off the NQ because that's the one that our Jamie's playing. So best way to describe it, I find, is if you imagine a jazz master So you take a Jazzmaster, and instead of like the top horn bits being Jazzmaster, like offset, kind of splodgy, almost kind of Telecaster-y style, where one's long and one's a bit fatter.
Yeah.
It's more like a double cut junior. So it's got that kind of like flared out look to it. So definitely a vintage instrument look, but different enough that it's new. Basically, it's very difficult to make a guitar that's a new shape without it being absolutely fugly.
I've just remembered what it reminds me of, and it's only because of the split pickguard, but it reminds me of the Billy Corgan. You remember his first signature?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
With the weird split. Was it Reverend?
It is Reverend, mark? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's got a split pickguard like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pickguards in like three bits. You've got a triangle for each of the horns, and then almost like a diamond in the center, but that doesn't quite complete because the bottom of the diamond is
the bridge.
Yeah, is where the bridge goes. You get a few options with this one. You get 2 body woods. You get swamp ash. And I'm going to pronounce this one, but I'm not. Just take it with a pinch
not guaranteeing it's correct.
Yeah, just take it with a pinch of salt, please, because I was pronouncing NATO wood Nyota. So this one, I believe, and let me just warm up for this one. Yeah, there we go. A Budge.
Yeah.
I
can't say you're wrong.
A Budge. So it's Obeche, a Budge. So you get the choice of those two. I think the Obeche wood is a slightly less premium version than the Swamp Ash. Because
wasn't he Swedish? Obeche.
He was, yeah. Rest his soul. So you get Swamp Ash. So like the base price here for the Obeche with a hardtail is $1,650. That's £1,650. I think at the moment it's 20% off as well, so that's slightly discounted from its normal price, but not a bad price considering that this is a handmade, like one-man operation, handmade, and I think the pickup's a lot hand-wound as well. So all of this stuff for less than $2,000 is phenomenal. It's got a German carve on it as well, which is reverse binding, I think is the best way to describe that.
Right. So like instead of having it's like the carve that you would do to put the binding in, but you haven't put the binding in there. Yeah.
It's a bit deeper than the binding carve, but that's exactly it, isn't it? It's like the channel that you'd put a binding in. Yeah, because reverse binding would be the entire body would be made of plastic and then this weird little wooden stripe.
Like a piece of wood around
that would be incredibly difficult and not like the reward for that would be horrendous. So yeah, you got that. And then the trem option is a Goldo trem, which I'd not heard of, but it looks somewhere between a Jazzmaster trem and a Brian May trem. So you've got that as an optional extra. I think if you put all of them to the most expensive ones, so the Swamp Ash and the Goldo trem, it brings it to 2050, which, like, again for a handmade instrument, is not terrible, is it? It's not terrible.
Nope, not at all. Considering
that they're Jamie's saying that they're like phenomenal guitars, like blowing the big names out the water. Pretty cool. And then we've got like very similar price. The new Islington, which is like the same options, I think, isn't it? So you've got a Budge. See, it sounds convincing now, doesn't it? Now that I've said it enough times.
Yeah.
So you've got an Abiche or Swamp Ash option, the Goldo Trem as well, and again 1650. So this one's more like a classic double cut. I think this one's a bit strange because it doesn't have a pickup selector, but it looks like it's got volumes for the two pickups, which that's kind of cool. So your pickup selector is your volumes, basically. You turn one off, you've got the other one on.
Okay.
There was a...
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah. There was a guitar that I once had a Raz on, which was the Godan Radiator. Super cool. And that had a similar pickup system. The Godan Radiator was mental, though. It was, look, I think a similar shape to this, actually. So, like, double cut, but not fully double cut, like its own thing. But it had a pick guard that went across the entire face of the guitar.
Okay.
So it was really, like, quite interesting.
Bit different.
Yeah. And the Godan in question was a bright yellow colour. So they did them in almost kind of like Tom DeLonge inspired colours, because I remember seeing one in like a kind of surfy green. There was a yellow one, and I think there was maybe a black one. So kind of Tom DeLonge. But yeah, the Ancoats guitars are handmade in Manchester. Not Manchester, Manchester, in a place called Ancoats, believe it or not. I'd never heard of it, but there you go. Oh, apparently, if you want a new Islington that's already made, there's one on the site here.
Yeah,
1200. Very cool. Interesting.
Yeah, if you want one without having to spec it yourself.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? It does look good. It's got like a toaster pickup in the bridge. It's got a telly bridge pickup, like a half telly bridge pickup, and a 12-pole piece humbucker in the neck. Oof, really good that does. And it's got like, so rather than a full pick guard, it's just got like the half guard, I assume. I like that. It's really nice. So check out Ancoats guitars. Apparently they're very good. Right. What have you been up to this week, Matt? Because I think we were a little bit remiss last week because we missed off something that you had been up to.
Yeah, so it was a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, I'd come on to the podcast after the first round of gigs before the end of my TT gigs. So we never got to talk about the biggest one of the lot. So Friday night, which is a bank holiday over here at the end of TT, the weather earlier on in the day had meant that there was no racing. So everybody had been out and enjoying themselves, shall we say. And the fog lifted about 5 o'clock, and then we had a display over Douglas of the Red Arrows, which means everybody goes to Douglas because, you know, you get to go and watch the Red Arrows. And immediately afterwards, we go on the stage, which is perfect for us because it means that people go, I can stand outside and drink beer and watch the Red Arrows, and then there will be live music. So the venue was full, like it's a festival ground type thing. There's 4,000 people packed in. So yeah, it was just incredible to just play to that many people. It's always a bit nerve-wracking when you're setting up and there's, you know, it's full, it's a little bit full, but like there's plenty of space out there, and you turn around, you set up, you're then talking to the monitor engineer, you're talking to because it's like a proper actual stage with actual, like you've got monitor engineers, you've got like front of house, you've got your own mixers and stuff, and so you sort all that stuff out, and it takes like 15-20 minutes, and then you look up and the whole place is just completely packed and everyone's looking at you, and it's just a little bit like, oh, okay, I better not fuck this up then.
Nice.
But yeah, it's I just love Bushies, and yeah, to do 90 minutes on stage to 4,000 people is just, yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, really good fun.
Go on, what were you using for that? Which
Les Paul and the SV20 cranked a little bit louder than it should have been probably, but I just pointed it away from the drummer. Like pointed it out to the side. It was mic'd up, so I got all of the goodness. There was nobody on my left-hand side, so I just pointed at the left wall a bit and cranked it a bit more.
And I bet that was a bit of a glorious tone, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, really good. It meant that like I could turn the gain down a little bit on the Messiah and let just the SV20 ring out a little bit more itself. And yeah, just absolutely loved it. It just, yeah. When I can crank that SV20 through those Jackson cabs, like it sounds like I've got a stack. It doesn't sound like a mini stack. It sounds like a stack.
Very good. Very good. I mean,
yeah. So, yeah, go on.
No, yeah, carry on. You've just reminded me of something that I will mention later on, but I'll type it in the podcast notes.
No, that's what, yeah. So, yeah, I love being able to turn up outside and just get the most out of that amp, because the one thing I will say about the SV20 is it is loud and you can't, like, I did another gig this weekend at a wedding where I played it in 5-watt mode because we were inside and I was on like probably about half on the high on the treble channel and maybe 2 on the normal channel, and that was that was enough in the 5-watt mode. So like that tells you just how loud it is when I was playing like that. And everyone else was through the PA. I didn't bother miking up because I didn't need to. So yeah, like it's a loud amp, which it does mean that it needs to be tamed into that 5-watt mode to use it in a smaller venue. Although I've got an alternative solution for smaller gigs now that I've just remembered about that I posted in the group over the weekend.
You do?
I do, yeah. So I was scrolling through an auction catalogue on a Friday night and going like, if that goes for that estimate price, like a bit stupid not to go, but it won't do. I'll put a book bid down on it, and then got an email as I was setting up the following day going, oh, you've just bought an Ibanez TSA 30 for 140 quid. Okay.
Yeah, you'd be stupid not to. Not to.
Yeah, just absolutely mental. So yeah, that'll probably be my small venue amp going forward.
I mean, if it's a 30, it's still going to be pretty loud.
Yeah, but it's master volume, so it's not. Like the problem with the SV20 is it doesn't have a master volume on it, whereas the 30 does, and it's also a 112, and it's also a cheaper speaker than the Celestion Greenback and the Creamback, so the speaker will be less efficient. It might not sound the best, but it'll be quieter, I'm almost certain, especially when you've got a master volume control there as well.
I mean, the classic 30 is probably the cheapest speaker you can get, and I'm struggling to get past 2 before people start complaining. Yeah,
but you can tame it with your master volume and then push the preamp a little bit if you need to.
Yeah.
With the classic 30s. Yeah, which is the same with the TSA 30. Like, that's my intention, is to use the master volume control, which I don't have on the Hughes and Kettner or on the SV20. And the Vox is twice the size, so I can't take the Vox when I need to go into a smaller space because it is 212 wide.
Yeah,
it doesn't do smaller space. Like, I'd have to take the SV20, run it in 5-watt mode, and bring everything down, and maybe buy an attenuator, which I just bought a different amp instead. It's fine.
I mean, you probably paid as much for that amp as you would have for an attenuator. So
yeah, absolutely. like I say, it was a price where I went, I would be stupid. Like the listing said it's going to go between 150 and 180, and I went, okay, I'll put a thing down of 150. Clearly, somebody in the room started the bidding, and it got to 140 and just
stopped.
So yeah, I've got a Tube Screamer amp.
I mean, we've all been there. We've all accidentally bought amps before. I mean, there was a point in my life where I had 2 classic 30s and I needed 0 classic 30s. So, like, we is where we is. So that conversation reminded me. Actually, I've been having a little conversation. Like we've got a little group chat with a bunch of peeps. Mr. Hello Sailors in there. Another couple of people. Who also happens to be in there is Anjay from AM Guitar. He's been on the podcast before. He's been on my channel. Like we're good friends.
Yeah.
And he was saying like he was out gigging this week, and it was the first gig that he's ever done that he felt that his amp was insufficient. And the reason for that is because the other guitarist bought a orange valve combo along, and he's using a Katana, I think like a Katana 100. And look, he was happy with his tone. He was happy. He was gigging it. It was fine. He was just like, this is my tone. And then he had the chance to compare it to this orange valve amp, and he was just like, my tone is not shit compared to this. So I'm going to need a valve amp. So he was asking, and he asked us all, I'm after something in the region of about kind of 20 to 30 valve watts. Relatively affordable. Combo preferred. What are my choices? So like we've put out some things. I think we talked about like the DSL 40 is one that tends to be, look, they're quite plentiful. You can pick up on the used market relatively cheap. Talks about the classic 30. I also mentioned that Black Star do the artist amps, not the artisan. The artisan. Not, I wonder why I said artisan.
Artisan.
The artisan, because they were the incredibly expensive, like Vox flavored ones. Not the studio, not the studio or the HT series, which are kind of like more metal orientated. The artist, they come in, I think they come in 30 watt, but they also come in 10 watt. And I was like, actually, probably 10 watt valve might do you. Like if you're, because I run a 30 watt, but I run it on 2.
Yeah, the thing I'd be more concerned about is the Artis 10, not a 10-inch speaker as well, though.
Possibly.
Because that's what would put me off recommending an AC10 to anybody is a 10-inch, like the 20 watt Marshall Origin with a 10-inch speaker. It's not enough. Like, doesn't get heard in a mix. Like it's just. Yeah, to get anything out of it, you're cranking the balls off it and you don't get a clean tone with the Origin 20 with a 10-inch speaker. So I'd always err on the side of caution with 10-inch speakers unless there's 2 of them.
Yeah. But at that point, you might as well go for something that's a 12-inch speaker, and then it's a bit more compact, isn't it?
Yeah. So, like I think the rest of the options are probably good. I don't know how much you can get an Artist 30 for. I'm pretty sure that had a 12-inch.
Yeah. So the reason I suggested the Artist 10 is because they are doing them on Guitar currently at a massive discount. So you can get one new for £300, where they like closer to 600 usually. Yeah. So no, that because you get the warranty with that as well. I was thinking that might be a good thing. Laney also do. I think it's called the VC30, and it's basically their copy of the AC30.
Yeah.
And I've played one of those, and they are really nice. But yeah, I mean, a bunch of options. What would you suggest if you weren't going for the? I mean, because I also did suggest like potentially the other Marshalls as well.
Yeah, I mean, like if I would just suggest look on your local Facebook marketplace, because nobody wants to post valve amps.
Yes.
And the chances are, if it's anywhere that is away from a metropolitan area, if you're not in a big city, nobody really wants to drag 150 miles or like 100 miles and then wait in a service station or get on a train and go to fucking a big station or anything. And you tend to find valve amps second hand lose more than anything else. Like they lose more than guitars in terms of their value once they're out in the sticks. Like I've seen locally some just stupid deals.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, okay, we're in a universe where there's no valve amp techs over here, so people are wary. But like, even so, like I got the Hughes and Kettner Pure Tone for 200 quid. That's a like 1,500 quid amp. Like even secondhand, like, but it's the same in the northwest of the UK. I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but like my partner's dad lives 10 minutes from the centre of Liverpool, and like there's stupid deals coming up on his local classifieds all the time because he like occasionally goes like he like yo-yos between wanting to learn guitar and not wanting to learn guitar, and like sends me links through to guitars and amps and
yeah, going, would this be any good?
Yeah, and like he like DSL 40s there go for 200 quid sometimes.
Yeah,
which is like just bite the person's hand off kind of money. Like, is it a Rocker 30? Is that the 30 watt like orange? Yeah, and like you get those heads going for like 250, 300 quid, and they're way more than that normally. On like even if you look on Reverb, like once people aren't willing to post 150, 200 quid knocked off what the normal price is minimum, because you know finding somebody who's looking for that particular amp.
Yeah,
you've got far less people to choose from if you're not willing to post it.
Absolutely. And like, I don't live too far away from like the centre of Birmingham, which is a pretty decent. Like in terms of transport links, pretty decent. But I still get deals like that, like within my local area, because it's only like a 20-30 minute drive actually into the centre of Birmingham. But they're still like, nah, I can't be arsed with that. So it's like, yeah. I got the Classic 30, both of them for 250 quid. Just like that. I mean, and it's the kind of money you'd probably pay for like a solid state amp, like a Katana or like a Catalyst or something like that.
Yeah, what's a Katana? I think a Katana 100 is 300 new now, isn't it?
Yeah, somewhere in that region. So yeah, like it's the kind of money you'd pay for that. Like I assume, given it's Anjay, that he's got a pedal board anyway, so he's actually looking for a clean tone, not particularly looking for like the 4-channel amp or anything like that, where you need to start spending a lot more money. No, he's after like a reasonably hairy clean tone, like something that you can add a bit of grit to if you really dig in. But basically, nice pedal platform, decent. Like any of these ones, I think that like the DSL, maybe I would be wary against, because that is more of one of those 2-3 channel kind of jobbies where you'd be more inclined to get like the foot switch for it and use the channels on that.
Yeah. I mean, like the best thing about, like, obviously, like I say, I've picked up the Tube Screamer amp quite cheap, but I think like even one of those you can I saw a couple come up for like 250, 300, and when I was looking at what the kind of value is. But again, like it's got a Tube Screamer built in, but you don't have to use it, and it's you set like it's a 1-channel amp, but with a Tube Screamer built in and a boost built in.
Yeah.
So it effectively gives you that 2 channels on a foot switch, as long as you don't mind boosting whatever your clean tone is with a Tube Screamer. Which, spoiler alert, I don't particularly like clean tones, and I don't particularly like Tube Screamer into clean. But I'll not run it clean anyway. I'll run it hairy, and then like for a practice, I won't take a pedal board now. I'll take a clip-on tuner, tune the guitar, and then I've got a clean tone, a crunch tone, and a boost there to kind of lift it up. And then if I need effects for a gig, Like, you don't need to, like, it might sound a bit odd without chorus, but like, you'll be fine. Like, the only time it's going to affect me is if I need delay, and like, if I do, I'll just bring a board.
Just play the note twice. You just play everything more than once.
Yeah.
That might require a bit more skill.
I was going to say, I'll have to learn to play the guitar at that point.
Yeah.
I am here as an enthusiastic hobbyist with a collection addiction. That's how I would describe myself.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that name was far too cumbersome, so we just went with Fret Talk. But essentially, like, if you want to call it as it is. Yep. Oh dear. Right, we should probably talk about some actual guitar news this week, because like, we're pretty much most of the way through the podcast, and we've talked about one. We've talked about one thing, which even for us, that is pretty fucking bad going. You know what? I'm going to mention the PRS SE NF3, because I think that's probably the newsiest news this week.
Okay.
Though, reminds me next week we'll talk about Susan Tedeschi, because it's kind of cool, but I think actually more pressing is the PRS SE. Mainly because about 2-3 months ago we were absolutely slurping on the D of the SE range, because they were releasing something that was like, what was it, like 300-400 quid?
I think it was 450.
Yeah. Like, I stand by that, like, legitimate. Now they're going the other end. They're going, but they're not going so far that end that it's Epiphone levels of silliness. It's still kind of within the realms. So the SENF3, the best way to describe it is if you took the Silver Sky, so that kind of body shape, 3 pickups,
yeah,
but you replace those single coil pickups with the narrow filter. They're kind of like mini humbuckers, but they're not voiced like mini humbuckers, but just to look at, kind of mini humbucker-esque.
Yeah, like they're like a mini humbucker hot rail, aren't they? Like they're not small enough to be a hot rails, but they look like a hot rails, but fatter. So I guess they're like a mini humbucker hot rails thing. Yeah.
So they've got a look to them. I think, if I remember rightly, they're kind of Gretschy sounding. Those pickups are. I imagine the narrow field pickups are going to be the same that they use in the American ones, because why would you create 2 versions of the narrow field pickups? You wouldn't create like one version and then go, let's make the shit version for the like the Eastern made guitar. So
no, I can't see it.
Potentially the same thing, which would explain why these are a little bit pricey when it comes to this instrument. But in their credit, they've released 4 colours. We have got gunmetal grey, ice blue metallic orange, and pearl white. All quite classy colours, I think. I really like the orange. I think the orange is the memories in this case. But then,
the orange is great. The problem with the black one is the white pick guard makes it just look like there's big holes in it because of the size of the pickups.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, the other
all the other ones all got black guards and they're fine. Yeah.
But yeah, so they are in both rosewood and maple necks as well, which is really cool. So you get the choice. Because apparently,
I mean, it's not cool. Just make it in rosewood, and then you've got the best one.
Yeah, for me, I would go that. But it gives the people who do like maple necks the option. I think actually with the white one, the maple neck looks quite nice. I think with the others, I'd go for the rosewood, but I think it's rosewood. It's not going to be like laurel. Oh, it does say rosewood or maple. It's got the wide, thin neck as well, so it's the more comfortable of the two, for my hands at least. Yeah, it's just like, it looks pretty cool. It's an interesting thing. They are 945, which I think currently sits at about £100 more than the Silver Sky SE, which that'd be good fun, wouldn't it? Let's check. All of them are the same price, depending, like, no matter what the finish and the fretboard colour. I am going to check the Silver Sky SE though, because I want to check how much it is. 855 or 777 for the majority of them. Oh, the blue one, 666. Oh dear. Same price as the left-handed version though. The SE left-handed one. But
yeah,
that's quite a difference, isn't it? The Skystone blue, which is like the kind of surfy green looking one, which is probably the one that I'd go for actually, is what, about £300 less than yeah. But that is just literally just this one colour. The other ones are like about £200 less. Yeah, they've got the purple as well. Oh, yeah. Or you can go. I've clicked accidentally here on the American one, which is 2368.
Yeah,
that's a little bit of a.
Well, they did a flip flop color one of them as well. It was like $4,000 as well, didn't they?
They did indeed. I really like the Silver Sky. I think it's an interesting guitar. I know so many people took the piss out of it when it first came out. Like, it's a PRS Strat, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it is. But the fact that they're building on this now, it's no longer just the John Mayer thing. It's now becoming its own thing with the narrow field pickups. It's kind of cool, and the fact it's still under £1,000 makes it more palatable. But
yeah,
they could shave £200 off this, and I'd be much happier about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the pickups just look a bit weird for me.
Yeah,
and like,
but I think they might really resonate with you because they're.
Yeah, they probably would, but they look weird, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, I'm not sure, because the burnt orange finish, I don't know what they actually call it, metallic orange or midnight orange or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful colour, and more guitars need to be in that kind of colour. It reminds me of the orange Nick Johnston, which annoyingly is the only colour that they only do in the maple neck.
Ugh.
Which really annoys me as well.
Yeah. The Mikey Demus Manson guitar comes in a colour that's very similar to this as well. Nice.
Yeah.
Looks really good. It looks really good on stage. It really stands out. I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So more of this, PRS, please. More of this. Maybe do one of the SEs with like this, blackguard, but then cream pickup covers.
No, blackguard black pickup covers.
Nah, I'm going cream pickup covers and cream knobs.
You lead a man to water, but you can't drown him legally.
Come on, it's got the same vibe as the Stevie Ray Strat. Then,
yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, no, just give me blackguard black pickup covers.
And yeah, that's the difference between these two people here. Absolutely. I think we're gonna continue the chat on the Patreon. We've got some stuff this week. What are we talking about on the Patreon? Oh, we're talking about, I imagine, someone who's got an album out soon, because this is nonsense that
Sorry, I've just read what?
Exactly. This is nonsense that screams I'm doing new music and you should probably let me promote that. But that's where we was at. So we're going to extend a thank you to our listeners. You have made it to the end of the podcast. Thank you so much. You are amazing. And if you do want to get a sneaky little shout out of your own opinions on the podcast, follow me on Insta and then check out on like a Tuesday or Wednesday night. I might try and do it a day before so I can like gather in a bunch of stuff rather than doing it like 3 hours before we start podcasting. That seems a little
maybe what we need to do is, alongside releasing last week's podcast on a Monday, if we could release it at the same time, and then by Wednesday or Thursday when we're recording, there's more than a couple of...
Yeah. I mean, I do kind of like it that it's an exclusive club at the moment. I like that.
Well, we could do a second exclusive one that's a different question.
Ooh. But then this sounds like a lot more effort for me. This does.
Oh yeah, I'm selling you short and selling you down the river.
Yeah.
Why don't that's you do not more? My problem. Why don't you do all? And I'll just do what I do every week, which is show up and not even have recording software open when you say, "Are you ready to record?"
Yeah, legit. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm going to extend a thank you to our sponsor, Mr. Affordaboard, Mr. James over at Affordaboard, affordaboard.co.uk. Check them out because there's new stuff coming in every week, and I think we're probably about 3 or 4 weeks away from some of those DemonFX ones having to change the colours and the graphics on them. So definitely check back with that. We're going to extend a thank you to our Patreon backers as well. Our final thank you for today is going to be to our Patreon backers, who are amazing people. And for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of that exclusive crew, and you get an extra somewhere in the region of half-hour episode every week. Sometimes it comes in a little shorter, say around 20 to 25 minutes. Sometimes, last week, it's basically another podcast. Yeah, it was an entire hour. So, yeah, I think there's somewhere in the region of about like 50 or 60 like additional episodes now. So it's well worth doing. If you sign up for 1 month, you get access to all of them just on the down low. Just don't tell that budget pedal chap guy. You could just get on and download them all. If you're on with us for a month though, you get shouts at like a shout out on the main cast as well. And these are the people who have done that. So we've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef DemonFX. We've got the trifecta of boners. We've got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. You notice the full on like enunciation
space there. And then G and then space.
Yeah. Like Spotify will just put massive boner. So we've got Mr. Mike Oxlong.
Way.
We've got Mr. Gary Goldencock.
Way.
Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot. And we've got and we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 and of Pedalboards of Doom. I think this week, maybe tomorrow, he will be releasing something on Pedalboards of Doom. So, well, fingers crossed, because I ain't got nothing to come out. I'm sure it'll be a great video. Yeah, so that is us for this week. Join us on the page for talks about a certain washed-up rock star who's kicking up a stink for no reason because he's got new music out. Probably it's always in the third paragraph down. Always in the third paragraph. It says, and this artist is bringing out like Blue Lightning this week, his third solo studio album, where he does entirely covers of lift music.
It's not quite that this week. It's almost that, but it's not quite, and you'll find out why when we get there.
I will. I'm going to show you why it's probably more that than you think, because there's a follow-up article from this exact man. But we'll talk about that on the page. So from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, who has not mentioned where you find him. I'll do that in a bit. I'll do that in a now. You find me Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the other one, /BudgetPedalChap. Threads is the one. Go on Threads. I posted some exclusive stuff on Threads. And if you want to catch the No Talk or Tone series, go over to YouTube, because that is the home to the No Talk or Tone series. It's the best one. It's the best one. It's been going strong. Matt, where can we find you?
I am at @heel_MattQ on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads.
Beautiful. Right now, from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Mr. Matt Caline. So bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
It will be a tatty bye and good night for this week.
Bye. Bye.
The instructor in my self-defense class said that the most effective place to kick a man is near his knees. Personally, I think it's nuts.